Before we get into today's episode, pushers, we got to show some love to our friends over at Jacked. Now, today's conversation is all about R&B. We're talking favorite artists, classic albums, underrated songs, and the records that had us in our feelings. And if music is your love language, maybe it's time to find somebody who speaks it too. Meet them here, Jacked App. Whether you're looking for your next date, your next situationship, or just somebody to have a good conversation with, Jack makes it easy to connect with other Black queer people in your area. Because your next crush is one download away. So before we get started, download Jack now. If you've already got the app, open Jack now and see who's waiting. All right, pushers, let's get into the R&B rundown agenda.
What's good, everybody? What's good? Welcome to the Black Gay Agenda. First of all, I want to thank everybody who went ahead and participated in our 40 for 40 challenge. Listen, it's not over because we haven't hit that 40 yet, but shout out to the pushers who came through and donated. We're asking for 40 of our pushers to go ahead and donate $40 in remembrance. Well, not in remembrance because I'm still alive, but in celebration fourth season of this podcast as we move into the fifth season soon. And also my 40th birthday. Also, shout out to Dupree. Shout out to Mike. Let's bring them both up real quick. Shout out to y'all for being a part of my 40th. And before we get into that, we're not even going to get into that too much because people don't give a fuck about that for real. But we're going to introduce a good friend of mine to the show. Michael Anthony, welcome to the Black Gay Agenda. This is your first time you are popping your cherry with the Black Gay Agenda. How does it feel?
It feels really good. I am happy to be here with you all and just excited to see we're gonna talk about.
Yes. Okay. And how are you doing, Dupree? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, baby. How about you? Happy birthday again. Thank you for having me, by the way. I'm nervous because we gonna make the girls a little upset no matter.
Uh, we make the girls upset every single week. And since it's R&B week this week, this is the R&B rundown. I got my little silk shirt on, which is very hot in summertime, so I didn't really factor that in. And I got my little chest out, and then I got my her glasses, right? I got my her glasses on. You remember when her first came out and we never saw her? She would just be like this.
I remember.
Shout out to her. But all right, check it out. This is the R&B rundown agenda. I'm super excited about this. Anybody who knows me knows I love R&B, right? I love R&B. I listen to it all day, every single day. So we're gonna get right into it. And before we get into it, though, we can't talk about R&B without talking about something that's going on in the news right now. As we know, newly Grammy Award winning R&B artist Duran Bernard, he hit threads this week and he had this to say. I've reached the point where I don't want to be acknowledged or spoken to in public, especially touched. I'm overstimulated beyond my capacity and I can no longer, hide that I don't want to be bothered. My mental health is at stake, so I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucius. And you wanting a picture with me isn't worth it. I love y'all. However, please let me be and resist the urge to make this about you. Please. So this came across my desk and the pusher said, hey, I hope y'all are going to talk about this week. And when the pushers push, I push back. Okay. So my question to you fellas is, how do we feel about this request from Duran Bernard tapping into his Michael Jackson bag and saying, leave me alone?
I mean, every artist has their boundaries.
Mm.
So just because you're a public figure doesn't mean you're obligated to take pictures every time you're out in public. It reminds me of that one time Whitney Houston was eating that hot dog on Bobby Whitney, and they were like, Whitney, can we get a picture? She was like, I'm eating. So you just gotta set your boundaries. He let us know he loves us, but it ain't good for his mental health, and that's what is priority.
Okay. Interesting take.
I understand boundaries. I
Mm-hmm.
respect them. And I do believe that regardless of being celebrity, not celebrity, that you should have things that, you know, If you don't like to do something, I get it. However, comma, um, it's nothing wrong with speaking. Like I think, like for me, like living in Atlanta, you see celebrities all the time. So it's for me, it's I don't have to take a picture with you. Like it's just a quick, oh hey, how are you? Oh hey, I'm good. Keep it moving. So people who support you, who love you, and they may be excited to see you, I can understand not wanting a picture and not wanting to be touched, but just a simple hello, that can go a long way to complete somebody there. Like somebody that was down, man, I saw Duran today and he spoke to me and that just made my day. That's very simple. So I just think it's kind of a lot. I can like I said, I can understand the not no touching and no hugging or nothing like that, but to not have somebody speak is kind of like, okay, you kind of do a little too much, but teach his own.
To each his own, to each his own. And we're not going to belabor this time because we like Duran. And I ain't going to say too much crazy shit because I want to actually have Duran on the show if he will even talk to us. But I think, Micah got to do Micah at least. Micah B got to do Micah B just a little bit. No, but I feel it. I respect boundaries. I understand it. But also, I understand that Mm. You can't necessarily market yourself as everybody's favorite cousin, right? You can't market yourself as everybody's favorite cousin. And then when people come up to you, they want to hug. They want to be like, oh, yes, that's my cousin. You my favorite cousin. Then it's like, oh, it's too much. So I think what he'll have to do moving forward as he's getting this new level of fame, this new level of notoriety, all of those things, I think Durant might have to see what type of artist do I want to be? Right? Do I want to push myself as I'm accessible? I'm your cousin, you my family. Let's meet at the cookout. Let's have a drink, this, that, and the third. Or does he want to be a recluse like a Frank Ocean? Frank don't have these problems because Frank don't be outside. Frank don't be on the red carpets. Frank don't be on threads all day, every day. You get what I'm saying? Frank doesn't do these things. So I think one problem is a lot of times stars are way too accessible for us. And then they become too familiar. When I was coming up, I sound like an old man because I am. I'm 40 now. Okay. So when I was coming up, we didn't have access like this to these stars. We didn't. So I think in this new age of stars and social media and all of those things, I just think that maybe Duran just needs to do a little bit better job at figuring out how I want to show up in this space. But I'm all for somebody having boundaries, setting boundaries, and protecting their mental health. That's the most important thing is protecting your mental health. But at the same time, you can't have it both ways. You can't be my favorite cousin and then say, don't speak to me. Because my favorite cousin speaks to me. Just like Tupac. Cousin! But I want to know what the pushers think. So pushers, let us know what y'all think about this. So we're gonna get into the meat and the potatoes, right? We love meat over here. So we're gonna get into the meat and the potatoes, and this is our sponsor. Shout out to our sponsor, right? Shout out to our sponsor, Jack. This is Rapid Fire. Rapid fire, y'all. Rapid fire means quick. Some of y'all listening know about quick because that's all you can offer in the bedroom. Quick. So this is rapid fire. This is the Jack presents the R&B, this or that. You're gonna gag all night, Mike, because this is how I come with it. All right. So each person has to choose one. All right. There's no ties. There's no. It depends. There's no all that shit that we do sometimes. It's none of that. Okay. And I'm just gonna go boom, boom, and then I'll say mine, and then I'll go to the next one after y'all. All right?
All right.
Crazy in love or dangerously in love?
Crazy in love.
Dangerously in love.
Dangerously in love. Boys to men or new edition?
New edition.
New edition.
New motherfucking edition. SZA or Summer Walker?
Summer Walker.
Summer.
SZA. Usher or Chris Brown?
Usher.
Chris Brown.
Usher. But both of them niggas is weird as hell in 2026, and that's all I'm gonna and that's all I'm gonna say. Both of them niggas is weird in 2026. All right. Brandy or Monica?
Brandy.
Brandy.
Monica. Not to be confused with the new album by
Jack
Jack
Harlow.
Harlow.
My nigga.
Okay. Made for Me by Money Long or I See You by Coco Jones.
I see you.
I See You by Coco.
Coco Jones for the sweep. I See You.
Hmm.
Made for Me was nice though. No shade to Money Long. She just that's a bad matchup for her. Uh Bryson Tiller or Party Next Door.
Bryson.
Party.
Ooh, Bryson Tiller over here. Hotels by Jasmine Sullivan. Age, sex, location, Ari Lennox.
Hotels.
Love a good hotel.
Hotel. Frank Ocean or Miguel?
Frank.
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 Hmm. Oh, right answers only. Love Miguel down.
But
Miguel,
I love Miguel now. Don't get me
Miguel is
wrong.
Love
not.
him down.
Miguel is
Love him
nothing to
down.
be played with, but this is the black gay agenda, y'all. Sorry, I have a little bias.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
Even though Frank got a bias too, but we won't get into
we
his
won't go
bias.
there. We can.
We can. We
We
can.
can. All right. This is my favorite one. 90s R&B or 2000s R&B?
90s, honey.
I'm gonna have to give it to the 2000s.
Bro, that's my nigga. 2000s R&B over here as well. All right, y'all. Now, I love that. That was fun. Okay, that was fun. All right, so pushers, make sure that you go ahead and what's the word? Y'all tap in, okay? Tap in with y'all's answers and all of that shit. We want to know what y'all think, and I'm gonna do a this or that little thing carousel on our We're gonna do it on our story, so y'all can this or that with us, okay? And that was the Jack presents the R&B this or that. We are gonna stay in this pocket with Jack. All right, we're gonna stay in this pocket with Jack, and we're gonna do Jack presents the ultimate bedroom playlist. All right, so now what we're gonna do here, so check it out, fam. What y'all pushers, what y'all gonna see is we are collaborating with Jack on the Jack Ultimate Bedroom Playlist. Each of us are going to go ahead and bring 8 songs to the table. Okay. And I'm gonna start off this time. Is that okay, fellas? Can I start off?
Yeah.
We're gonna bring
Absolutely.
8 songs to the table. Okay. I hope you have alternates just in case. But we might be good. But I feel like me and Mike, we might align somewhere. But this is gonna be that ultimate playlist, all right? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna upload this playlist for y'all to enjoy, okay? We're gonna upload this playlist for y'all to enjoy. And I'm gonna start off, okay? This is in no specific order or whatever, right? Y'all can do all of this and rearrange when you get the playlist, okay? First off, once again, no specific order. These are just the 8 songs. There's some old, there's some new shit that I'm really tapped in with right now. Tank. You'll hear more about Tank later because I love Tank down. I got Tank, nothing on, okay? I got Tank, nothing on. The clothes come off as soon as I put that shit on. All right. I have Kaylani. Ooh. All right. I got Kaylani. Ooh. I got Janet Jackson, anytime, any place. Okay. I got The Dream, Sweat It Out. Y'all, it's hot as hell in Chicago, and my AC just went out today, so I'm sweating it out for y'all. Not to sweat it out he talking about, but I'm sweating it out. All right, a classic, D'Angelo, Untitled, How Does It Feel? Okay, her, wait for it. Okay, she sampled Flowetry, Say Yes in that. Yes. Okay, Usher, Can You Handle It? And my favorite stud. Okay. I let her do whatever she wants to do to me. K1 touch myself. Okay. K1 touch myself. Those are my 8.
Those were some sexy, sexy choices. I mean,
Okay. You rock with the choices. Did you have any of those
absolutely.
choices? You didn't have none of
I
those on
have some
yours.
of the art. I have one of the artists, but not the same song. So
Okay. Perfect.
You
yes.
took my
Perfect.
ooh, but I had a quick switch.
Hmm.
That's the one I thought that we were both gonna have was ooh.
Yeah.
So yes.
I
Yeah.
knew somebody was gonna have Janet. Anytime he plays, of course, of
Mhm.
course. but I guess I will give it a go. In no particular order, I have Escape, Softest Place on Earth.
Oh,
I have Skin by Rihanna. I have Janet Jackson, Someday Is Tonight.
mm.
I have Janae Aiko, Living Room Flow. I have
That's T.
Coco Jones, AEOMG. Yes.
Ah!
And then for number 6, I doubt anybody's gonna have this. I have Sade Like a Tattoo.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So, again, no particular order, but we have Beyonce, Speechless.
Mm-hmm.
No one's gonna know this probably, but I actually heard this during a session. It's called Cam. His name is Cam Anthony. He won a season of The Voice, and
The
it's
Voice.
called yes, and it's called Keep It Between Us. Very, very nice song.
Ain't he
Sabrina
family?
Claudio.
No.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Um, Sabrina Claudio tastes so good.
Okay.
Tank, can I?
Mm.
Tank, fucking with me.
Oh. Okay, Tank.
Chris Brown, beg for it.
Okay.
I was gonna you saying Kaylani ooh, so I switched it. So I have Sierra, I run it. And then last but certainly not least, Beyonce dance for you.
Okay. Well, check it out, y'all. We want to know what y'all's picks are, and like I said, I will not only be posting this on Spotify, we will be posting it on Apple Music as well, so y'all can get y'all little playlist wherever. And then we're gonna post some like real cute graphics and shit on our socials. All right. So make sure that you're tapped in. Shout out to our sponsors, Jack. And while we are here, we're gonna go to break. We gotta pay some bills. So check out this very, 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 very sexy commercial. You are listening to the Black Gay Agenda. This is the R&B rundown agenda. We will be back after this.
Phew, pushers. After that bedroom playlist, I know at least a few of y'all are about to go revisit an old text thread. But before you do, let us put you on to our friends over at Jacked. Meet them here. Jacked app. Whether you're looking for somebody to match your energy, match your playlist, or match your freak, Jacked is where black queer folks are making connections every single day. Because let's be honest, your next crush is one download away. So instead of wondering who's outside, go see for yourself. Download Jack now. And if you've already got it, don't just let it sit on your phone. Open Jack now. All right, enough of this. Let's get back to the R&B rundown agenda.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Black Gay Agenda. We are at the R&B Rundown Agenda episode. You know, the girls are saying R&B is dead, but I highly disagree. We're not Lindsey Graham, we're not Mitch McConnell. R&B is very well alive and sexy. But my question to you all is, why do people keep saying R&B is dead? It's like, is there an actual problem with the music? Are listeners just not accepting that the genre has evolved? Like, it's what's not clicking for you? What's not clicking for y'all? I think for me, as an R&B artist myself, if many people don't know, I do music. It's hard to really stand out. It's like everybody wants to be an artist. Everybody wants to be an influencer. Everybody wants to be a content creator. And in the words of The Incredibles, if everybody is super, nobody is super, you know? I was having a
Period.
conversation with Shauna, who I think I've mentioned this before. Shauna, the rapper, Buddy Guy's daughter, has a lot of hits in her own right. And she was very open with me and saying, like, it is harder to make it today than it was when I was coming up. And I feel like that's the first time in a very long time where a generation before had it easier than the generation after when it comes to honestly living, but especially making a name for yourself as an artist. And it's definitely impacted R&B. And I would say impacted every genre of music, but anytime something is impacting an entire generation, you know it's impacting black folk 10 times more. And R&B is 90% black.
Okay, so is R&B dead, man? That was a crazy intro too. And Mitch McConnell supposedly is alive, but I think he used that same. I think not he. Whoever posted that picture used the same AI that Chris Brown used for that last album rollout. You know, same AI. Shout out to Chat GPT. But I don't think that R&B is necessarily dead. I just think that R&B has evolved. The sounds that we used to have in the 90s, we just don't have those sounds anymore. It doesn't mean that R&B is dead. It just means that the sound is different. For some reason we can grasp that concept when it comes to hip hop music, right? Like the rappers nowadays are not like once upon a time, not long ago, wiggity 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 whack. Like they don't rap like that anymore. That doesn't mean that hip hop sucks. That doesn't mean that rap sucks now. It's just that it's evolved. The sounds evolve. Everything evolves over time. So I think that's the problem. I talk about it all the time. People are slaves to the 90s. Music, TV, films, sports, right? And all they got tunnel vision. They're like the 90s, Michael Jordan, Michael this person, right? That's how y'all sound when y'all talk about the 90s. And it's just like y'all haven't allowed yourself to really consume what's happening now and really take in what's happening right now because there's a lot of amazing artists. Now, if you just wait and see, if you're just waiting to hear what they play on the radio, that's on you. You got to do the work. If you're a true R&B fan, a true R&B head, do the work. And it's not that hard to do the work because there's amazing playlists on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever it is that you use, whatever your choice is out there. R&B is not dead. You're just not paying attention to what's out here.
That's a good note. I mean, devil's advocate, I think it might
Mm-hmm.
be a little harder to, well, not really devil's advocate, just another insight. It's harder for people to get noticed because the way we consume media has changed so drastically. Like
Mm-hmm.
15, 20 years ago, it was TRL, it was 106 in Park. The top six girls were the top six girls no matter what because there was one avenue of media everybody was running to get the music videos, to get the new records, to get the visuals. Now it's like your mom can make a Spotify playlist and that playlist goes viral. Or
Mm-hmm.
your kid sister across the street. Like everybody has the power to post and distribute. And it's like it's hard to catch what is truly popping or what you truly like. It's just
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't agree. But also I listen to music a lot more than most. Right? I can submit to that, right? I know like I wake up, listen to music in the gym, listen to music on my commute. So I'm always discovering new artists, right? And then I purposely search for new artists. I purposely search for people who are popping right now. I was on the Destin Conrad train years ago. Before everybody's like, "Oh, who's that little light skin Butch Quinn?" I was like, "Oh, I was on Destin Conrad way, way, way back when." I was on so many of these artists years ago, and then when they come up and they start popping, I'm like, "Oh, I've been on that." But that's because I go out and I search for the music. I don't think a lot of people do that. And they wait for the radio, and radio is not what it used to be. And also, who's listening to the radio like that anymore? I'm not.
Not me.
Yeah,
Not me at all.
yeah.
Um, I can speak to that only because I can honestly say that I have my moments where I get stuck in what I like. And what I mean by that is, for example, I come across a video by this, I can't think of their name. They're like a really good wedding singing group, and they were singing Chris Brown and Carrie Hilson's Superhuman.
Mm.
Love that song. And when I hear songs like that, it takes me back to where I was in that moment when I first heard that song. And so I've literally been listening to Superhuman every single day since that day. So I get in my head or get in my moments where I'm listening to Nivea Complicated 5 times a day, or I'm listening to Monica, Why I Love You So Much. I get stuck in those moments, but then I also have my other moments where I'm like, you know what? I want to hear something new. I want to hear what the new people are doing. So I'll go on Apple Music, click on the R&B genre, and then just kind of look and see. And whatever my eye draws me to, I'll click on it, listen to it, and I may be like, oh, well, let me go listen to their whole catalog and see and see what it is. Or I might be like, I ain't really feeling that. So I just think it comes to a point where we have to accept the fact that vocal choices change, cadences change. Like no one's singing like they were in the '90s when the early 2000s came, and we're
Mm,
not singing like we're singing in the early 2000s like we're doing now. So we have to appreciate the change. And like you said,
yes.
Michael, earlier, no one questions the change in hip hop. Like
No
no
one.
one questions that. But R&B gets such a hard hammer. Like this has to be like this. You have to sing like this. You have to sound like this. And it's like, no, sounds change. Times have changed. People are singing about different things. So,
Yeah.
like I said, I can attest to that because sometimes I get stuck in my likes, and I be like, I don't want to hear that because I'm listening to something that I was jamming to 10 years ago. But
Hmm.
you just have to get out of that.
I mean, we do that all the time. I'll be like, "Hey, did you hear this yet?" And you be like, "Nah,
But no, I'll get to it, but I ain't got there yet.
yeah, no, that's real."
Who do y'all think is popping right now that deserves more attention that's new in the game? Mind you,
Well, how do we find? How do we find? How do we define new?
I was just about to say new, I guess it's subjective because as I was watching the Aaliyah tribute with Essence Fest, no people were calling Normani a new artist in the crowd. I'm like, well, Normani has been making music since I was a child. So I'm like, is she
Who?
Normani?
Who's that?
She's that's not too much on Normani because that album she dropped, although it had zero promo, was one of the best R&B albums of the year. So
Dopamine.
Dopamine was, yes, it
Of
was
what year?
2024. I love Dopamine.
Oh,
Hold
hmm.
on. Hold on,
In the words of
producer.
the
Producer.
era,
Dopamine 2024. What are the R&B albums that came out? That came out in 2024.
trying to remember, did Kaylani dropped Crash?
It
Okay, well,
definitely
Crash
wasn't, but it
was
was
her
better
worst.
than that.
Yeah, it was.
Uh,
Huh?
Victoria Monet dropped Jaguar 2.
I was sick of Jaguar, but I don't think Dopamine is better than Jaguar 2.
Okay.
That's Chris Brown, I believe. Usher dropped his album.
Oh.
So I think my case is
I
kind of
mean, but if
pending
nothing
with
came out
reaction.
that year, then you know, it'd be like me going and going and be like, oh, let me stop. Shout out to Normani.
Yeah, I mean
Um,
that was a good album. I'd still replay it. I think
okay.
did Coco's album come out that year or last year?
It definitely if it came out if Coco's album came in 2024, yes it did, and it's not touching Coco's. Well, which
I,
one? No, why not more came out
I think Why Not
2024.
More came out 2025. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Mm,
Producer,
Yeah.
help us,
you might be
producer.
right.
Yes,
That's
child.
what he says.
I said it was one of
No,
the
all
best
he said
albums.
is,
One
"I
of the
love
best R&B
Normani down."
albums.
That's not what we're asking you, sir. Um,
He
that's
said
not
love
what we're
Normani
asking
down.
you, sir. Now he did say that Tyler's debut came out. Yeah, hers was not touching Tyler's
Oh
debut,
yeah. But
was
would
it?
they consider that R&B though? Was it Afro beats?
She don't call herself R&B. So next question.
Anywho, who's? I'm just saying, Normani's not it. What was the songs off of that other than
Lights On. That's a nice. Okay.
"Didn't Keep the
It
Lights
was
On"?
one
Because
song. It was one
I've
song
never
on there
Theodore
heard
that I
it.
did
is
like. I
a
just can't
bop.
recall the
Candy
name of it.
Paint is a bop. Of course, Wild Side was on there, which we all know was a bop. Like,
Okay, but
um,
whilst I was like 3 years old, because y'all shitted on Cardi for
not
putting them
y'all. I don't
old
give a damn
ass
what
I
Cardi did.
huh?
Not y'all, because I don't give a damn what Cardi did. Do what you got to do to get your bills and make your
What's
rent.
up, producer? The producer's
Well,
up here. What you want?
fellas, I just had to come in and chime in because I'm not gonna lie, I have to be with Dupree on this because all yours is
Back to
a
the
All
gulag.
yours is a
classic.
bop.
All
Back to the
yours,
goo.
all yours.
Like, if you only
uh,
listen once, of course your opinion is going to be split.
correct.
No,
But
I just
no,
told you all I do. I guarantee you I listen to way more R&B than you love.
Did you listen
Just
to his
because
album more
just
than once?
I listen to her album. I don't like it. Just because somebody doesn't like it doesn't mean that
I
they didn't listen to it. Y'all do that. Y'all do this thing when y'all if somebody doesn't like something, y'all like, oh, y'all just don't understand it. I understand it completely.
No, you
I
just don't
understand
like
that I don't like it. I understand that it was a flop. FLOP. But listen, this isn't a shit on Normani. This is us uplifting the
Poor
people.
Normani.
it. You
Huh?
partied. You did part. You partied.
this is the this is us uplifting the artists right now who we feel should get some more, who are doing it.
She's doing it to me.
She's
But she
not.
wants to.
She wants
When she wants to.
once and
When she
can are two different things.
well, she can if she wanted to.
I want to wake up tomorrow and make I want to make $10,000 tomorrow morning. I want a $10,000 day. That doesn't mean I can make that.
Well, I think she could definitely make more waves in the industry, but you got to realize both her parents are battling cancer. She dealt with decades of racism that really was nobody ever really apologized for that while being in Fifth Harmony. Like, I understand why she doesn't really want to mess with music as much as people want her to. Like, life happens.
Okay, so then she's not an artist we should be spotlighting right now.
I didn't say
we
that.
want to spotlight the artist.
I said that Normani had a great. You took my words and ran fast. I said she had one of the best albums of 2024 for that genre. One of, not the best. One of.
Okay.
I think you might have heard the best and like.
Well, but like, no, because that wasn't the question. Is who are the artists right now who are keeping R&B? But you brought her into the pit. You introduced her to the conversation. So you asked the question: who are the artists who are the ones pushing the genre forward today? And then you mentioned her.
I was gonna mention more.
Well, she don't deserve to be in that number, but. You can't push a genre forward if the genre. Who else is on your list?
I forgot. come back to me. Y'all go there.
Mike. I hope Normani's not on your list as well.
She's not. I wouldn't say new, but I guess we can say artists that came the last 10 years, or last 5-10 years, I suppose.
Okay.
I would say artists like Summer Walker, Kehlani, Ari Lennox, Leon Thomas, Black, Coco Jones, Destin, Sasha Keeble. I think people like them are people who are going to that can carry the genre. I mean, Brandy told Kehlani herself that R&B is in good hands with her. So I feel like some of those artists can really keep R&B alive right now.
Okay. I got some of the same people on my list. I have your Kehlani's, I have your Scissors, I have your Summers, I have your Destin Conrad. If you add in those people, I have to say A Lucky Day, although I didn't really care for his last project as much. It still charted better than Dopamine. But I really like what they're doing. I like what Leon Thomas is doing. It's crazy because nowadays, like, some people don't even count Leon Thomas as R&B but that goes back to the genre. The genre has evolved so much, right? The genre has evolved so much, but there's like some really dope young artists out here. My girl K1, listen, I'm in love with this woman. She's doing her shit. Her project, All Pride Aside, so good. And she's community. I love when this community out here doing their shit. So I think R&B is in good hands. You just gotta like really tap into it. You just gotta really listen. You just gotta really listen to it. I'm really vibing with this young artist. His name is Lakin. He's like Giveon with vocals. You feel me? If Giveon had vocals, it would be him. And he actually just got off a tour with Ari, another person. Vacancy, one of the best R&B albums of this year. And I guess you could say a Duran too. I rock with Duran for who he is for us. I'm not like super deep into his catalog, but he's making waves out here.
Same.
He's making waves out here. So those are some of my people. No Normani on my list though.
That was my point. I didn't bring Normani up as my fave or as one of the artists. The question was, what is new? And I said new is subjective. And then I brought up how people thought Normani was a new artist.
Okay.
I didn't list her as one of the girls moving things forward, even though I do enjoy Dopamine. I was just saying, I think those artists like Normani and even SZA and like people who I've been listening to since middle school, some of them.
That was last year, Negro.
Huh?
That was last year.
2024 was 2 years ago, but I'm bringing up the fact that Normani has been dropping music and has had hits under her belt, either as a solo artist or group,
No,
since
no, I'm talking
2013.
about. I'm talking about you. Because you wasn't in school that long ago. You saying you
Oh
was
boy, whatever.
you
I have
saying you
every
was when
bit of.
you was in school like that was ages
So
ago.
I mean, I guess my age does play a part because
It does.
yeah. So it's like this is not an easy question. Like, who's the new
Her.
girl? New is different when you're 26 versus when you're 40. I get it.
True.
Um,
Because
I,
Jasmine Sullivan, she wouldn't be new. You know what I'm saying?
she's
But
definitely not new to me. I've been listening to her
yeah,
since I was 8. I'm like, she's
yeah.
had a career most of my life.
But there's been a lot of that's what I'm getting at. But there's
Yeah,
been a lot of people after her
yeah,
who are still would be considered,
yeah.
newer in the game.
I
Because even
yeah.
when you have them people ask who's the prince of R&B, who's the princess of R&B, they're naming some of the names that we
Mhm.
named.
And I think both of our points is new is kind of
Yeah,
subjective. Depends on who's answering.
correct.
I listed some people like Destin. I listed Sasha Keeble as well. There's an artist by the name of Clara Lawson. I love her music. Very moody, very nighttime R&B.
Okay.
There's an artist by the name of Shaylin B. She is from Chicago. She's very underground, but she's definitely on the rise. Yeah, I think Nao could still be considered a new
Ah,
Nao
Nayo,
artist. Yes.
Nayo, amazing. Bad
Love
Blood.
Nail.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Blood is one
Bad
of the
Blood,
greatest
Girlfriend.
songs ever written. And if
Mhm.
you all can go and tap into her Tiny Desk performance,
Yeah.
one of the best Tiny Desks I've ever seen.
Absolutely. I would definitely agree. I mean, I love SZA, I love Summer, but in my eyes, I'm like, they're not new to me. They've been in this game for a minute. Oh,
Yeah,
because
but
you
they're
know,
new compared to your Brandies, your Monicas, your
yes,
yes,
Brandy Monic legends solidified. They're good.
correct. So I
Like,
think
but yeah, I'm playing.
Kalani's, yeah, I think
Yeah.
those girls, I agree they're not new, but at the same time, compared to when
Hmm.
people talk about R&B and they talk about there's like Brandy, they're Monica,
Hmm.
they're Screamathon, they're like all of these different people that they're bringing up. So I feel you on that. I feel you on that.
You.
Do
So if
you
that,
think it's not so much more of a new, their career isn't new, but the success is new?
Ooh, you
mm,
hate that.
Because I
yeah,
would say
yeah.
Jennifer, I would say Jasmine Sullivan, she's definitely not new. Those who know,
Uh
but with the break that she had, and then we get hotels, I think that brought a lot of new fans to her.
huh.
So that catapulted her success. So I think their careers may not be new, but the success is.
In the same way that Folded catapulted
Correct.
Kaylani to new heights. I've been with Kaylani. Now I'm not gonna sit here and like some of y'all be lying, talking about I was with Kaylani since America's Got Talent. Okay, you saw her on that, but you wasn't listening to that little girl when she in that group that she was in. All right, unless you
Right.
were her age.
I was her age, so it's like
That's
I was
why
one of those girls. Like I
that's
grew
why
up
that's
with.
why I said that for you. But these niggas be like, "Oh, I was you wasn't. You weren't." But yeah, Kalani, I've been rocking with Kalani since she did a song with Chance, The Way, right? So she's been outside, but she's getting I like that, Mike. She's getting that newfound, you know, oomph.
Hmm.
Who do y'all think in 10 years will be the most memorable? Who'll be like, damn, I remember when she dropped that shit 10 years ago. Can you believe that? I instantly think of SZA's Control because Control will be 10 years old next year, which is insane. Like, that's
I'm
insane. Solange's album will be 10 in a
oh,
month.
get out of my
Nope.
fucking notes,
No,
nigga.
yeah. Solange album is already 10 years old because it came out in May, I believe, of 2016. It's insane. Classics, but like, those are definitely some memorable albums from that era. Who do you all
Solange, come back outside, babe.
Please,
Okay,
please.
please.
Come back
Scissors, I
outside.
can agree. Scissors Control definitely that shifted everything. Like that was a time. Like I that a no skip album. Like there's no skips for me at least. But
Mhm.
I definitely agree with that. I think Jasmine is somebody that 10 years from now we're still gonna be talking about her because her voice, her vocal choices, her execution, and I just think I don't know, her dedication to her perfection in her songs. I just think she's going to be somebody that we're going to still be talking about 10 years from now.
Yeah, I agree. I think we're gonna be talking about the women a lot. No shade to the
Hmm.
men. It's just different out here for these men. It's different.
Yeah.
But I think your scissors, your summer, yeah, your summers, your jasmines. We're gonna still be talking about them. I personally think Kaylani's really just getting started, for real, for
Hmm.
real. So I think they're gonna be mainstays. I think we're gonna still be talking about them. So I agree with everything y'all have said. I'm not gonna get too deep into the nooks and the crannies because we digging into a little later section.
I hope Janae is still being talked about. One of the girls that I grew up with. I love me some Janae.
Okay.
Love Janae.
Love
Love,
when I
love, love
every
Janae.
concert I've gone to has sold out, and it's always been a stadium concert. So I'm like, she's definitely underrated, but also has a very strong audience.
Mm.
It's such an oxymoron. I'm like, she has so much more to do, but has done so much. It's quite the trip. No pun intended, because that was her best album, Trip. I want to give a shout out to Tink really quickly. I just love Tink. I feel like we need to mention her at least once. This is
Okay, yeah. Shout out to Tink.
yeah. Shout out to Tink. I'm in
Chicago.
Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
shout out to
I grew
Chicago.
up on
Love
Tink.
Tank.
Grew up on Bonnie. I grew up on Count on You. I grew up on so many of them deep cuts, baby. You can make love to them. You can go run errands with them. Tink need. I hope the world is talking about Tink more in 10 years than they are now. And a
I
great
mean, technically, she walked so Summer could run, but I'm just,
Well, if you want to shout
that's
out
just my
Tink, then I
opinion.
gotta shout out my girl Dreezy as
Breezy.
well.
Yes, you gotta
Okay,
shout out
so
Breezy. Yes.
if you
Yes. Come
gonna
on,
shout out
Dreezy.
Tink, I gotta
Come
shout
on,
out Dreezy as
Dreezy.
well.
Oh, what a time to be alive and in the Chicago area, baby.
And shout out, and I gotta say it because it's a homegirl of mine. I really love her. Young artist out here doing her thing. Shout out to check her out, y'all. Her name is Sherrion. Sherrion. Super, super dope artist out of Chicago. Us being from me being from Chicago, I'm gonna always shout out Chicago artists. Thank you. That's all you had, right,
Yeah,
Dupree?
that's all
We're
I
gonna
have.
hand it over
Well,
to our
I had
special.
a very, very important question
Oh,
that I don't think we should skip.
okay.
What do you all consider R&B? Like, has the genre become too broad, or is it like too singular?
No, there's subgenres of R&B, just like
Yeah,
anything. Just like
exactly.
it's once again, we try to police what R&B is. People think all
Hmm.
R&B got to be the '90s, right? What the SWV did, and that was good for that time, right? Um, but it's subgenres. You had neo soul. Even in the back in the day, you had neo soul. You had adult contemporary R&B. It's just so much different R&B, and every other in rock music, you have classic rock, you have punk rock, you have screamo music, you have death metal, you have the hardcore horrorcore where they're like, you know. That's rock. But guess what? Tina Turner. What's love got to do? Got to do with it. That's rock as well. So I think we should give ourselves the same range to just have different subgenres and not sit here and like gatekeep and police what R&B is and what it isn't.
I agree. I think R&B has range, and I
Mm-hmm.
think a true R&B artist should be able to show that. R&B to me isn't just high notes and
Ooh.
riffs and runs every line. Like I live for a wooden stool, spotlight, simple vocal that is powerful, just as powerful as somebody who can run for their life.
Mm.
Specific vocal choices, specific vocal acrobats, like dynamics. Like it should be a range. It's not a monolith. It shouldn't just be one thing. Like it's a range of things. So I agree with Micah and just there's different subcategories. You have sultry takes of R&B, you have pop elements of R&B, you have even country elements of R&B. It's just it should be a range. It shouldn't just be one thing. All right. So, with all topics and everything that we do, there's always that problematic opinion. So,
Mm.
with these R&B topic that we have today, we're going to go with hot takes. So, each of us are going to mention something that could get us dragged a little bit. And
Hmm.
we're gonna each challenge that if we need to, and just see where it goes.
Okay.
My hot take is she is, a legend, and she has her foot in the industry, her place in the industry. But I do think for me, we give Lauryn Hill too much. I think with our legends, we have a discography to go by. There's multiple albums, there's multiple eras, there's multiple things that we look at to say this person is a legend. Like Mariah Carey, even though I'm not the hugest fan of Mariah Carey, I can definitely say she has the catalog and she's given us different eras to solidify legend, icon. Beyonce, different eras. None of her albums sound the same. Icon. With Lauryn Hill, we literally only have one solo album and that's it. So it's just like not to discredit anything that she's done, but I just think that she gets too much for me.
Okay. Dupree, do you have any pushback or any thoughts on that?
No notes.
No, no. So that means you agree.
No, just means no notes.
Oh, I think we're supposed to. That's not what this is, but okay. If
Not
you
not on
disagree, you're supposed.
not
That's
on
that's the point.
not on right. I don't know. I don't know. Truly. I don't know.
Okay.
I, s-
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. You're gonna make podcasting hard today, but all right.
That's a hot take, damn it. That is I don't want the viscera from that one because
But do you agree? So that means you agree. If you agree, you agree.
I think the album is one of the best albums of that decade. I, what I call Lauryn Hill one. She's not on my Mount Rushmore of R&B,
Well, I
but
don't think.
Correct.
that's
But
definitely
she's not just R&B. So like we've had this conversation in the past. Remember we had it when y'all had it when Justin said the same thing. I think it was Justin who said that she was overrated or whatever.
I don't
If
think she's overrated.
I
huh?
don't think
I
she's
don't.
overrated. I
I
think she
don't think
gets
she's
too much.
overrated. I, don't-
And I can misspeak. I could be misspeaking. So please, if Justin didn't say that, if I put those words in his mouth, my apologies. But I respect your opinion. I think she's given, but at the same time, I hear you, right? I hear you with the too much, but there's just some shit that's culturally impactful. And regardless of if I think it's too much because you only have one album, solo album, the culture don't think it. And we saw that when she had a damn 20-minute tribute at the
Right.
BET Awards this year. And so many artists
Mhm.
worship and adore her. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? From your Tierra Wax to your Lizzos to your
No, she
Scissors to your
is
huh?
Queen Latifah.
Your Queen Latifah is like people who came before her and came after her. So like, but I hear you. But I hear you.
I think she has a career people would die for.
Correct.
Like
Because
Yeah.
she could still headline
yeah,
Essence Fest and
yeah.
Yeah.
headline all these shows off of that
And
one,
don't
eat
get me
after
wrong,
that
I
album.
love X
That
Factor
that is a
down.
career
I
girls
will
like
sing X
right
Factor down.
Because there's people who have 7, 8
several albums.
albums and
Yes.
they can't pack out the
One House of
huh?
Blues. Can't do the
Correct.
House of Blues.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like
So
I don't the more I think about it, the more like, I kind of understand what you're saying, but I'm like,
for
that's
sure.
that's a career girls kill themselves to attain. Not only
Yeah.
that, hit like Sister Act 2, to have a hit movie, to have a Grammy Award winning album as your debut album, plus an amazing MTV stripped
Mhm.
live album, like,
And what she did with the Fugees. Like,
and the work she did with the Fugees. Like, she has a career a
yeah.
lot of girls model themselves after. And when it comes to artistry, not everybody is meant to have a sophomore album. It doesn't make you more or less of an artist. Not saying that's what you said, but I think a lot of
Right.
people think that to be an artist, you have to do it again and again and again. No, not always. I mean, Sade come out every 10 years, if that. It's been, what, 15, 16
Yeah.
years since her last album? So it's
Yeah.
like people, I think we put artistry on a linear track. That's not necessarily the case. But I understand what you're
I
saying.
just would have loved to have seen more from her. I
Of
think
course.
coming off of X Factor and all of her great hits, I just think if we would have been able to get more of her artistry, I think I think I wouldn't have felt that way. I think my take is coming from maybe a selfish standpoint where I wanted more
Mhm.
from you. Like I wanted more.
You got
Okay.
to also factor in though the industry and the issue. She had a
She
lot of
had, she
legal
had a lot of
A lot
issues.
issues.
of legal.
Yeah.
She still
So
has a lot of legal issues. She still
Correct. That's
bought
why she
those
sings them
songs.
songs.
Yes.
yeah.
So
That's
this
why she be singing them songs crazy as hell
yeah,
because all those legal issues. So I'm sure that has something to do with it as well.
Yeah.
absolutely. And I think you wanting more is a testimony to what she has produced so well.
Mm.
So yeah.
Hot take. Woo,
Hot take.
that was a hot take.
That was
Listen, this is my next hot take. I'm on real quick. It's gonna be in and out. Usher needs to stop making music. Usher has not made anything impactful, relevant, or even good since Here I Stand. Okay. Here I Stand was the last good. I wouldn't say great, all right? Because Confessions was the like Mount Everest, right? Mount the top of the top, the tip of the top end of the top, all right? Strict top Usher. All right. Um Confessions was that. Here I Stand was cute. Here I Stand had some good songs, Trading Places, Moving Mountains, Loving This Club Part 1, Loving This Club Part 2. Like I really fucked with that one. After that, I feel like Usher was just doing bullshit, right? This last album he came out with, Homecoming. Now I did like the song Ruin. Ruin was a sleeper on that, but that was also because he was tapping into the Afrobeats bag or whatnot. But at this point, Usher is a legacy act. I don't need any new music. I don't need any new music from Usher. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, how could you say that?" It's the truth. It's the truth. Usher is a legacy act, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. And then people are like, "Oh, he deserved the same, the same adulation, the same adoration and adulation and all this shit that Beyonce got." Beyonce's still putting out hits. I can't get on fucking social media right now, right? I can't get on to the Instagram without hearing he don't get up, he don't get on, get on, get on, he don't get on, he don't get on, get on, get on, he don't get on, he don't get on, get on, get on. Okay? We weren't getting that from Usher.
well. I
So
think the
that's
difference
my hot
between
take. Usher needs to stop making new music. Because it's a wrap for that. I don't want nothing new. He's washed.
I
And he
think
can still okay, that's a little much. That's a little much. He's not washed because he's still a hell of a performer. He still has stage presence. He's still killing it. Okay. But as far as new music, it's a wrap.
Hang it up.
um
Flat screen.
I disagree. I think we don't need
Mm.
another album for a few years, maybe a decade. I think we don't need another tour for a few years, maybe a decade.
He's gonna
I
be 50 something by then, Dupree.
so what Luther was making hits 5 months prior to death.
So,
No,
excuse me, miss. What's
yeah,
your name? Yeah.
yes. Luther
Okay.
Luther was making hits from his 30s to his mid 50s. Well, I think early 50s, but 30s to 50s, Luther was
Okay.
jamming.
I fuck
Um,
with
I
you.
I think Usher needs to take the time out to really give us an era. The difference between Beyonce and Usher, as you stated, Beyonce gives us eras. No album sonically
Uh-huh.
sounds the same and has not sounded
Hmm.
Mhm.
the same in my opinion ever. Ever.
Right.
B Day don't sound like Dangerously in Love. B Day don't sound like I Am Sasha Fierce. Sasha Fierce doesn't sound like Self Titled or Four. Every single Beyonce era is an era because the music sonically shifts. It's a new sound every time. Same Houston girl, same Creole Banji chick. The foundation is there, but the era is different. With Usher, I feel like he needs to take some time out and really figure out what do you want to say musically, if you want to say anything at all, because you are partially right, Micah. Not everybody needs to continue with music. Maybe this is all you need to give. But
Mhm.
I do feel like if Usher really took some time out and reformed the sound and formed an era and gave us some sort of strong visual with it, like some years, come back with
Right.
a maybe you can make some shit shake, because I don't believe like him being in his 50s, well, that's it. No. I
Do
think
you
B's kicking ass in her 50s if she wants to. I don't know if she wants to, but she has that ability.
do you think though, Usher? I will not even a pushback because I agree with you.
Hmm.
I think yes, Usher is not giving us eras necessarily. I feel like what he's doing is just chasing the trends and chasing the sounds, right? Because when he came out with Coming Home, that album was like everywhere. I didn't know what it was supposed to be because he had the Afrobeat song, then he had the song with Lotto, and then it was just like a lot of just like, what the fuck is this? I feel like
Like
he's
Cheesecake Factory, no lane, just all over the place. Menus
like who?
everywhere. Cheesecake Factory, how their menu was all
Yes,
over the place, no lane.
yes, yes.
I like you. Mm-hmm.
Because with Cheesecake Factory, I don't like Cheesecake Factory because when you look at the menu, there's no specific lane. There is literally a dish for everything, and it's just like it doesn't taste good because y'all don't have it's everything just thrown all together. Like just they
Yes.
have a lane,
Yeah.
stick to it, and there you go.
So no, that's the perfect example of what Usher has been doing. You know, he did that album with Zaytoven, and that was just like, what the fuck is this? And it's just like, yeah, I need him to kind of just like really lock in. And okay, boom, Usher, do better.
I actually like the album with Zaytoven. It was better than Homecoming, in my opinion. But he called that a mixtape. He didn't even call it an album.
So
Like,
the
okay.
girls in these mixtapes nowadays is pissing me off too.
I also feel like Usher has made a name for himself to the point where he can just have fun in the studio, and I feel like that's what it's been given. Like I'm having fun. I'm making the music
Yeah,
I want to make. So it's like,
yeah.
you
And
know,
when you come out with when you drop a 8701, right? When you drop
a confession.
A
Confessions, it's
confession.
like, what do you do after that?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's real.
I get it. Well, moving on to another hot take. Mine is very niche. I feel like Latoya of Destiny's Child could have sang lead at least one time during her journey with the group. We all know Latoya has Torn. She had
Mm,
she
yeah.
ain't Latoya had a #1 debut album as well when she did debut. So we all know she's a talented woman. But we didn't know that during her time in Destiny's Child. Well, I wasn't alive, but from the videos, it's like we didn't know that. I think they only had one song out of the whole album where she was singing lead. I think it was 16 out of all the Destiny's Child works. And I feel like, why didn't they let Latoya sing lead more? She could have did a bridge like they let Michelle do a bridge. Latavia never claimed to be a singer, and that's cool. Latavia played her lane where she wanted to play it. She was the spokesperson of Destiny's Child, and she did that well. But
She was
Latoya,
the what?
she was the spokesperson. That's what she said. And if you look at a lot of their interviews,
Okay,
Latavia does speak a good majority of the time. I'm like, well, they all knew how to play their parts,
that's
but
because other. Hey man,
I mean, I know they were children, and I know them. I'm really talking to the managers. So I'm like, why did they let Latoya at least sing lead? She could have sang lead one time during Bills, Bills, Bills. She could have sang lead during some of Say My Name. She could have sang lead during No, No, No Part 1 or 2. No shade. She had
no,
the
I feel you. I love
yeah.
Latoya. Listen, Torn, one of my favorite songs.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh, that
I
first
feel
album
you.
is that first album is sick.
What
Like,
I would say to that
Uh
is now I love Latoya. Now let me tell you something. I like Torn. Good to me.
oh. Mm-hmm.
It's over. Like I love Latoya. But let's go back to that time. Maybe her voice wasn't as trained in her teen years as it
Mm.
was when she got to Torn.
Okay.
So that could have played a part into when Beyonce said, "Well, we all can sing lead now." But that may have been a factor because maybe her voice wasn't torn back in "Say My Name."
Okay.
yeah, I mean that was close to a 10-year difference, So I understand what you're saying, but
That's fair.
I'm just saying we can only go off what we know.
Right,
What we know is Latoya can sing.
she can
Why
for
was
sure.
she was put in the group because she could sing? All of those girls could sing.
Uh,
Besides,
Not
fair.
fair.
Luggage could not
yeah,
sing.
I'm like, can I finish the sentence? Besides luggage,
Okay.
yes, besides luggage, I'm like, say what you want, but Matthew and the group's original manager, they knew how to pick a good girl to be in a group. You had to have it to be in Destiny's Child,
Yeah.
outside of Oh Girl.
Just like just like the Black Age in, you gotta have it to be a part of this shit. You feel
You,
me?
you do. Iron sharpens iron. Light
Huh?
affects light. So, It just would have been nice to see Latoya sing lead on at least Temptation. Shit, she couldn't sing lead on Temptation. Half a bar.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's
But
fair.
I
I can
said
see
that on
that.
a TikTok last week, and they were like, "You hate Beyonce." I'm like, "No, bitch. I love
No.
Beyonce." Look, let me tell you something. I'm the biggest everybody fan. I love Latoya, Kelly, Michelle. I love Aaliyah. If everybody was here or not here, Beyonce would still be Beyonce. That woman,
Correct.
Thank you.
she's her. She knows it.
But we
The
do
other
need to respect and
exactly,
honor
exactly.
Michelle
The
Bridgerton
bridge
Williams.
queen.
To Serena
Huh?
and
The
Kelly
bridge
Calandri, the
queen.
Mississippi Mass Choir rolling. Like
Like,
let's
I
be
mean, but
so for
look,
real.
Kelly gets her flowers, right? But for a lot of times, Michelle, poor Michelle, the poor Michelle, poor Michelle. But just something about Michelle, like them bridges, she used to just
They
ache.
ate.
She used to
Oh,
devour.
Destiny fulfilled to me, literally, those songs were complete
Mhm.
uh-huh.
when Michelle opened her mouth and closed it out with the bridge. Like,
Mhm.
Yes.
there wasn't a bridge that was on that album that she did not kill. Like,
That she did not
she
cross.
ate those bridges. Like, she ate them.
Yes.
She
She
did.
ate
It,
them.
it makes me wonder where would Destiny's Child be if they never had a breakup.
Mm.
Would we have known a Michelle? I don't know. Would the other girls have eventually got the chance to sing lead? Would Latoya have torn? You don't know. It was all divine intervention, divine timing. And I must say, I like Latavia's low notes. They did add a richness to their harmonies.
You
It's
need a
obvious.
tenor.
She
You
was
need
Little
a
Nose is
tenor.
she knew
crazy.
she wasn't a singer, but let's like the placements that the girls were placed in worked and they worked well. And I have to give credit to their manager, their management team. They knew the girls' strengths and weaknesses like that. So that's my hot take.
Okay.
Yeah.
I fucks with it. Ooh. You have any other? I think you got some follow ups for us before we go to the
Yes.
next section.
So, what beloved R&B album do you think is overrated? For me and Michael have had this conversation, and he is always gagged when I say this. But Blonde by Frank Ocean gave me nothing. I wasn't
No, I'm not.
moved.
I've never gagged for that. I don't like that one. I'm
I
Channel
thought,
Orange. No, yeah, Blonde. It was cool, but Channel Orange is my girl.
As if
oh well, yeah, Blonde.
we all have the same answer.
Oh, you feel that way too?
Blonde was mine as well. No shade.
Blonde, it wasn't.
Damn.
You're like Blonde. Like when I say this to people, no. You know what? I confuse you with my other friend Jalen. Shout out to him.
Okay.
He like I think coming from Channel Orange and that long break. Sometimes these long breaks do not work in your favor
Yes.
because when you're coming from, especially when the album that you had before this long break was such a movement and it did so much. But I was so excited for Blonde because it was like, oh my God, he's back. He's back. He's coming back. And then when I heard it, I was just like, okay, maybe I'll listen to it again. Gave
Yeah.
it a second listen. I'm like, I'm not moved. Like it's giving me nothing. So that's my overrated album for me.
It's giving nothing is
I didn't say nothing.
crazy.
Damn.
So I agree with you though with Blonde. It was basura. I'm not gonna say it was basura.
Mm.
Because it
It
has
just
some
wasn't
cool
better.
these huh?
It just wasn't better to me.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um my overrated album, I don't know if it's overrated, but it's for me. Everybody knows I love Be Down, right? I love Be Down. Love, 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 love. And Mike might get mad at this because he's like the number one Beehive president and all of that
I
shit.
already know what you're about to say.
I can do without. I am Sasha Fierce.
I'm with you when you right, baby. With
I
you when you
can
right.
do without it. I can do without it. I personally, and I know it's one of her biggest songs, but I personally, every time I hear I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Smash into you. I hate it. Satellites. I hate it the whole and
Smash into you?
Now Smash Into You was a Bob friend. So
Oh
no.
my
you had
God.
I
look,
don't like it.
it's my least favorite album.
It's my least
It's my least
it's
favorite.
my least favorite Beyonce album.
Hmm.
And even so more so than like even like the Lion King album. Like I just don't care for it. I don't care for it. I'm sorry, and I pretend to like it because I know if you say anything bad about Beyonce, then it's oh you're a fucking hater, whatever. But yeah, I could do without it. So to me, that's an overrated album. I don't think it's her. It might be one of her most commercial, successful commercial albums. But to
Hmm.
me, it's at the bottom of the totem pole. And I'm not gonna say it's a bad album because Beyonce doesn't make bad music, right?
Oh no.
But I feel like people give that album way too much. But shout out to If I Were a Boy because that was a nice little cute whatever 1 2 1 2. And
There's
she
some bridges on that album that are just like
I,
the ballad side. Some of those bridges are. I
snooze
just,
fest for me.
you
maybe
know,
them
I
them
get
up
it though.
tempos
I
was
get it.
eating the ballads up. Like radio,
Like hello.
Diva was a bop.
Okay, so Diva, I like Diva.
Diva
I
was a
give you Diva.
motherfucking bop. Diva
And
is
Sweet Dreams. Was Sweet
Sweet
Dreams on
Dream.
there?
Hello.
Sweet Dream is a
So we're doing
producer's
this again.
masterpiece. Oh my god,
The
that Sweet
fuck?
Dreams, the beat. Oh shit, hold on.
The power. It's this damn ring light. I don't know why it keeps cutting on and off.
Plug it in.
Maybe
Do you have the
I
charger?
did. It's plugged in with the charger.
Oh.
You know they go
Hmm.
off. That we good to go.
Sweet Dreams.
That
Sweet Dreams. I'll get it. So boom. I think that's what it is. Where's just the fast paced one? Because I prefer the fast paced
Side
one.
B.
side
Huh?
B.
Side
Yeah.
B.
So that's I Am.
Sasha Fierce.
That's
Side,
Sasha Fierce.
Hmm.
Or so I think I like Sasha Fierce. I don't like I Am. Maybe that's what it is. Because Sasha Fierce had ego too, right?
yes,
Ego. Hello.
Okay, yeah.
yes.
I like that. I don't like
Smash
that
Into You
slow.
was on that side too. I think.
I don't like that first shit. I ain't care for it.
hmm Yeah, I feel that about Summer Walker's some sophomore album.
Over it, still
Still,
over it.
still over it. I'm sorry. Over It was one of the best R&B albums of 2019. And it was just so good and so strong, so nasty and so rude. It was just so good and so strong where it had so much replay value for me. I was just like still over it. It just doesn't live up to Over It. And it's a
Okay.
good album, but it's like it's highly overrated for me. When people say still over it, over it, y'all drunk off y'all ass. Over It is a no skip album. No skip. Still over it. I'm skipping a couple.
Okay.
I am.
And what about Finally Over It?
Huh?
Finally Over It.
Over
Oh,
It is her best work.
so you were finally over it when she could drop that.
I liked some records off of Finally Over It, if I'm being
Oh,
honest.
I'm gagged.
But
I like I should have robbed you.
I liked Go Girl. Go Girl was a bop. I loved
Mm-hmm.
that's verse.
Shout out to Doja.
But that Over It, I knew almost every lyric for every song. I went to see her in concert. That ticket was $20.
That's when she couldn't perform.
Baby, she was in her panties for my performance. They forgot her luggage They forgot her luggage. She had to come out in her 2-set, and she sang her ass off. She did so good in her panties.
Oh my god.
We love Summer Walker. Yeah.
Ooh, they gonna light us up this episode, y'all.
Over It is
What?
period.
What R&B artist has a better reputation than actual discography?
Hey, Michelle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, Michelle. Beautiful,
Hey, Michelle.
beautiful voice. Beautiful. I think she's a beautiful lady. But I'm just now starting to get into the music. I was never a fan of the music growing up. Maybe I wasn't mature enough for it. But I was like, I don't get it, y'all. I did not like Can't Raise a Man until I was a man who met the niggas who couldn't be raised by a man. So maybe as I get older, my opinion
You
will
had to
change.
have some life experiences
I had to
because why he
Yeah.
did that to me.
So yeah, so maybe like as I get older, I'll appreciate it more because I do like the music now. But for so long, I was like, I don't understand this shit. I don't get it. Shut up. But now I'm like, oh, keep talking.
Say that question one more time.
What R&B artist has a better reputation than their actual discography?
K Michelle, Kiki Wyatt, Tamar Braxton.
You know
Tamar
who
was mine.
Mm-hmm.
you know who
K
you met.
Michelle, Kiki Wyatt, Tamar Braxton, and
And
just so I'm not only picking women. I don't know. I can only think of women right now, and I hate to say it like that.
And the reason why I would say Tamar Braxton for me is because I don't believe that she has done anything better than her first album.
No, she hasn't. And if her sister wasn't Tony, we wouldn't be talking about her.
The album from 2002.
No. The Love and War album. Nothing to me, in my opinion, has been
That
outside of
was
her work.
2000 and
That wasn't 2002. I was in second
I,
grade then.
I had consciousness, baby. I was in sixth grade, sixth or fifth grade.
it wasn't that long. It was as that Love and War is old.
It is. That is a very old song. That is around like it's an old song.
I don't even
Yeah,
think.
But that to me, that was her best body of work.
I agree. It
See,
hasn't done shit since.
our producer said the name I thought you were gonna say.
Who?
Tank.
Oh,
We're not.
that's.
We won't go there.
We'll get into Tank early. Our producer needs to shut
Dusty
his
said
ass up. Our
Dusty said
producer needs to shut his black ass
And
up.
you know what? Speaking
Cause
of Tank,
nobody told you to
Hey,
get up
no,
here,
no,
Dusty.
no. Let
No
me say
one told
this,
you to get up here, Dusty.
Girls are
girl.
fighting.
I can't name one Tank song besides When We. Like Tank is someone who's not. He's
When we
got
please don't go.
his
Like that's
reputation
on
is
you.
good.
Maybe I deserve.
No, his
That's
reputation is
you.
good. His
That's
reputation is
you.
good. It's good.
That's you. Just because you don't know, but I
His
guarantee you, people
his
who know
reputation
R and
is
B,
good.
get down.
Well,
You're
Tank is good in
disrupting
the
the flow.
R&B
City,
Get
circle.
down.
it,
Get down.
Micah said, she do, you do,
Right.
You are out the
you do.
circle.
He's like
You
if
do.
all you know, but look, that just speaks to if the only Tank song you know is When We, that says more about you than it does about Tank. And I'm gonna leave it there.
And speaking of Tank, that goes into my next question. Which artist has been unfairly left out of conversations about the greats? And my answers to that are Tank, Jamie Foxx,
Huh?
and unpopular opinion, Day 26.
Oof.
Um,
And I understand what Day 26. Yeah, a lot of people didn't take making the band seriously. I get it. But if you really sit and listen to their first two albums, those five gentlemen are talented as fuck. For Diddy and his
Ooh,
shit aside, for
we
him to
didn't
be
say
able
that
to
name
put
on.
five strangers in a group and them to be able to blend the way that they did, unmatched. Same goes for Danny Kane. But to me, Day 26, they got it. But Tank and Jamie Foxx, they are often to me overlooked. Those are two very talented gentlemen.
Mm-hmm.
They have solidified their voices, their talent, their pens, their vocal
Mm-hmm.
ability in the
Mm-hmm.
industry. And there's a lot of people who came after them that do the things that they do. And without them doing it first, we wouldn't have it.
Mm-hmm.
Tank and Jamie Foxx, they need to be talked about more. I'm
But
sorry.
but
We
those who
almost
know
lost Jamie Foxx.
those who know, right? Those who know
Correct.
music, know. Those who know R&B music, know. Because even the people within the industry, there's a reason why they call Tank the general of R&B. And these are people who's in R&B. Some of your favorite artists have gone to Tank to write some of their top hits, right?
Aaliyah specifically
Aaliyah,
asked
come
for
over.
Tank to do
I
the
just said,
background
yep,
vocals
come over.
for Come Over. She
Uh-huh.
asked for him.
She said, Tank can do it.
There
Come
you
here.
go.
Like, so it's just that's and then for you to think that When We is not even his biggest hit, please
It's
don't
not.
go.
Please
And
don't
maybe I
go.
deserve. Is it cool? It's been cool. It's been cool.
Sex, Love, and Pain.
Sex, love, and pain. But let's okay. So check it out. I would
He's
go
from
ahead and
old.
agree with you. Tank, Jamie Foxx, right? Both of those. Jamie Foxx is one of the like Jamie Foxx is so good. If you go all the way back to Peak This, when he was giving us that 90s R&B song sound on Peak This, y'all go listen to Light a Candle, okay? Listen to Light a Candle, Jamie Foxx. Then when he came back and he did Unpredictable, and then when he did the one Best Night of Your Life, when he had that and Fall for Your Type and the song with T.I., Just Like Me, like Jamie's that nigga, right?
Hmm.
And then who I would round it out. right? I would round this out with Carl motherfucking Thomas. Carl Thomas, and I bring him up. I'm gonna bring him up later in the show. But Carl Thomas, I wish emotional summer rain. Like Carl Thomas is
Indeed.
that dude. And then when he came back, that second sophomore album, he had that song "Can't Believe" with Faith Evans.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
And emotional. Like, come
oh.
on.
People don't give him the flowers that he deserves either. So those are three of the people that I would say, and then I would say on a I won't even say a lesser scale, but just somebody brought her up earlier. Nail Nails vocal ability
Hmm.
to be able to move through her lower register to that high register in the way that she does, and she sounds exactly the same on the record that she does in live. She's a beast, and I don't know why everybody doesn't know that she's a beast. That's a bad woman right there.
Okay. I'm with you.
And that's not easy to do. To go back and forth from your head register to your chest, that's not an easy thing to do.
No, she said,
Watch
I
her
worship you like
perform.
holy days.
Watch her perform "Bad Blood" on Tiny Desk.
Mm-hmm.
She gave us a lesson. Nail gave us a lesson in just vocal range. And it was just like, yo, this shit is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. You mentioned Faith Evans. She was one of
Okay.
the people I thought about. Faith Evans' debut album is a no skip R&B album.
Well, you don't think Faith gets flowers
I
that
don't
she
think
deserves?
I don't think she gets enough flowers of what she,
Mm,
because she had a strong three album, strong first,
yeah.
second, and third album. But it just, I think she should be more. What am I trying to say? I think she deserves more flowers. To be honest with you, Faith.
Okay.
I think Sade is left out of a lot of conversations
Mm.
because she has a very distinct tone, and she is somebody who comes out literally every pink moon, fuck a blue moon, every pink. Sade come out when she ready, child.
Pink
She,
moon for the pink princess.
and I don't think I love Uncle Charlie, and I love the love that Uncle Charlie get, but Uncle Charlie need more love.
No, come on. Okay, now you just
He
saying
gets
shit.
it.
Uncle
He
Uncle
gets
Charlie
the
Charlie,
gets
love.
lots of love,
Uncle
He
bro.
Charlie
gets the
need more
love.
love. I'm sorry, I just love Charlie. But okay, there's two contemporary girls who I Alex Isley. She definitely
Oh,
Yeah.
that motherfucking the Colors EP. Like so much of her work is just so underrated. I'm like, she is a beast.
Agreed.
Is a fucking beast, and she makes so many of her records in her room, and just it's so organic. And I would also say, y'all could be like chop, but this girl used to make some really good R&B music. Tinashe, before she really stepped into like her dance music bag, she has some really good R&B like slow jams. I knew you were gonna do that, but you don't know it, so yeah.
no, there you go again. Put it on us. I do know it. I'm so y'all niggas is so irritated. Y'all be like, if somebody don't like it, oh, you must have not heard it. No, I heard it. I
Okay.
just don't. I just to put the Tanashe has what I will give her is I will give her this right. I'll give her this. She has one of the worst NPR tiny desks I've ever seen in my whole entire life. I'll give her that. I'm loving you. It gave nothing,
Mm.
but she's a very pretty girl. Like she's
Beautiful
very beautiful,
gowns.
beautiful gowns. But I'm with you on Alex Isley. I'm with you on Isley and just everything that she does. Everything I've been a fan of her forever. I got to interview Alex Isley a couple of years ago. It was a highlight of my life.
Did you?
Um, huh?
I said, did you?
Yeah, I had these little hip hugging pants on that I was busting out of too. But I love Alex Isley and her and Destin Conrad. One of my favorite songs is her, Destin Conrad's "Same Mistake." So good.
Yeah.
And just to piggyback off of Faith Evans, um, I told Micah this recently. Faith Evans was very big in my household growing up because my mom loved her.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And the very song that made me fall in love with R&B
Mm.
is Faith Evans' I Love You.
Yeah.
That
I knew you were
song
gonna
is
say that.
so beautiful.
Beautiful record.
That song alone, as a kid, that it was that song in particular that made me fall in love with R&B.
I definitely see why. It's a beautiful record. I love Faith Evans' tone to this day. That I Love You is like a chef's kiss, like pure early 2000s R&B for real. Should we
I
say
don't
Maya?
know though. I don't know if Faith Evans is I don't know if Faith
She's not
Evans
she's
is
not brought up
Cause
like that.
that Mary, did you know
I,
that she did
I don't
live? Like,
know. But also I think Faith Evans kind of falls into the same category as Sade in the sense that Faith Evans don't really be outside like that. And I feel like if you're an artist who really don't be out like that, you're
she
not
don't.
in those conversations as much because she's not out like that. So maybe that's. But I feel like she got. I mean, I always any R&B night, I always hear Faith Evans.
Soon as I get home.
Soon as I get home, okay, I hear. Anytime I'm out, depending on what crowd you gonna hear, all your chicken head, be quiet. All your chicken head, be quiet.
I
Like,
know it ain't too ghetto.
I know it ain't too
yeah,
ghetto. Yeah.
yeah. So I
What
don't
about
know.
Maya? I feel like maybe I should say Maya then.
Now that I would
That's a good
agree.
one.
That's a
Maya.
good
That's a
one.
good one.
Yeah,
That is
that's
a good one.
that. Now that one, I'm
Yeah.
with you when you're right.
Some
All
of
right,
them.
y'all. So this has been good. We are going to take a real quick break, and then we're going to be doing something that y'all love, and that is our Black Mount Rushmore. You were listening to the Black Agenda. This is the R&B agenda. We will be back after this. All right, y'all. Y'all are listening to the Black Agenda. Shout out to our amazing sponsor of the R&B Rundown Agenda. Shout out to Jacked. All right, make sure listen and make sure y'all go get our playlist. All right, so when y'all are doing your little hookups this week, you can download our freaky diggy playlist and put that on and set the mood. All right, set the mood because y'all be out here fucking to Sexy Red, and I don't know how y'all be doing that. Okay, I need something
Well,
sensual. Oh, you fucking to Sexy Red?
no, but there was a time where the song by Moneybagg Yo, Pistol by the Bed, I can relate to it because I actually do have a pistol by the bed.
I
So
can't fuck to ba. That's my booty meat. All right,
actually, but you know.
but backshot. Okay, so here we go, y'all. Um. This right now is something that we do. We do Mount Rushmore here on the Black Gay Agenda. So we're going to be doing R&B album Mount Rushmore. Okay. Now this is your Mount Rushmore. This is your Mount Rushmore. So all you losers who are gonna be like, oh, why didn't you put Marvin Gaye on here? Or why did you put Tony Braxton? Like, because this is my Mount Rushmore. This is Mike's Mount Rushmore.
It's
This is
mine.
Dupree's Mount Rushmore. It's my opinion. Okay.
My opinion.
So who wants to be first?
Okay, I guess I'll go.
Let's go.
Get this shit over with.
Not get this shit over with.
Number one, Aaliyah, 1 in a Million. Oh,
Mm.
thank God. I thought you guys were gonna slit my throat from the get-go. I mean, it really introduced.
Absolutely not.
Thank
No,
I
we
mean, the
love
girl,
baby girl. We love baby
We
girl.
love
y'all do,
Aaliyah.
but a lot of people still like to hate on her, and I will never understand.
That's
Never
another
understand.
conversation.
Very much so. Number two, Anita Baker's Rapture. I was
Got an
Mm.
old soul, Dupree.
Yes, I was gonna say greatest hits, but I feel like that's kind of forfeiting because exactly.
The first mumble,
Operator.
the first mumble rapper, Anita Baker.
Child. Anyways, I have SWV. It's About Time.
Okay, you're
Yeah.
surprising me.
Am I?
Yeah, because you a YN, so I thought you was gonna like have all YN picks.
I'm a YN with very young parents, so they kept me close to the
Okay,
to the traditional.
okay,
And number four, this is mine. I'm going to have to say Brandy's Never Say Never.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wait, was never say never. Almost made you love me.
yes, it was.
Almost made you
That's
love.
good then.
I picked
Everybody know. Almost doesn't
Almost
count.
Doesn't Count.
Okay, I fuck with
Hmm.
that. I
Thank
fuck
you.
with that.
I mean, I picked all of those because a lot of those, all four of those albums are emulated today by today's artists, whether it be the sound of Aaliyah, the layering of Brandy on that album, the everybody covers. When a bitch say she could sing, she's gonna start off, I don't know what it is that you done to me. They're gonna sing SWV. And
Okay.
Anita Baker's pen. Anita Baker is so underrated to me. So she was like my underrated pick because like caught up in the rapture, giving you the best that I got. It's like just like so many records on records on records.
Giving you the best
Best
that I
that I
got.
got.
And do you have an honorable?
Mm.
Do I have an honorable mention?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to say B-Day.
Okay.
B-Day is my honorable mention. Come on now. It's Beyonce, nigga. The fuck?
Okay. Okay.
All right. To kind of explain my Mount Rushmore are these four albums really. A fun fact about me, I do sing. I don't do it professionally, but I've been singing all my life. So these four albums really helped me vocally and really shaped the type of singer I like to be.
Okay.
So we're gonna start with, of course, Four by Beyonce.
Okay.
That's no skips. Like that
For sure.
lady, she was in her bag, she was in her pocket. Four by
Prior to
Beyonce.
Renaissance, that's her best. Prior to Renaissance, that's her best vocal album for sure.
I agree. I
Yes.
agree. I would say this for me, before Four came out, it was definitely B Day. But when
Okay.
Four came out, the very first time I heard I Care, that
Mhm,
was
mhm.
that. Second, another one of Destiny's Children, Talk a Good Game by Kelly Rowland.
Mm.
That album for Kelly, she ate that.
Okay.
Um, then one of the greats, Now or Never by Tank. Love that album.
Okay. Okay. Now,
That's
woo!
Can I, Emergency, uh what's the other one?
Compliments. Firework. Compliments. Also,
Yes, Fireworks.
you like Now or Never more than Sex, Love, and Pain.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
And then last but not least, we have 211 by Brandy.
I like you.
Okay.
That's definitely out of left field, but I see why it came in the game. That 211 was nothing
211 by Brandy,
to
that
play with.
Okay.
Wish Your Love Away, like that right there, that
Okay.
bridge, she ate that. Honorable mention, Fame by Chris Brown.
Okay.
That's Beg for It, Wet the Bed,
Yeah.
all of those
Yeah.
good
Fame was
things, the
cute.
freaky songs.
With the big
Fame was cute. Fortune was cute. That whole era, that was cute. Okay. Um. Woo! Wait, this is good.
Micah, I can't wait to hear it.
All right. His last great album. We're gonna start off with the man's last great album, and I'm going with Usher Confessions from front to back. There's no skips when I talk about, and this is not just my Mount Rushmore. I feel like this is one of the great, the top 10 of all R&B albums of all time. Usher Confessions, right? No skips, no notes. Y'all might give me some push back to this, but so the rest of my list is kind of something that's personal to me. Eras of my life, relationship that I might have been in, or relationship that I might have just come out, or just shit that really spoke to me during that time. And it is SZA Control.
Oh, yeah.
SZA Control is just a perfect project.
Mhm.
I remember seeing her, and when she no, when she said nobody gives me but you. When she said that shit at not Coachella, Lollapalooza, it was weeping. My friend looked over, she said, "Are you right?" I'm like, yes, because it was that time frame. So SZA Control. I am gonna go with Beyonce's sister, actually. And this is why I said this one over here is gonna be like, what? You didn't put Beyonce? Now Beyonce was a honorable mention for it. It just took a lot for me to like. I wanted to put four on so bad because I love it. But for me, the way that A Seat at the Table resonated with me And in my blackness, and during that time, the number one hip hop rap album that I was listening to during that time was Kendrick Lamar, To Pimp a Butterfly. And then what I would listen to right after that would be Solange, A Seat at the Table. Okay. And then last but not least, I mentioned him earlier. This album, it sounds crazy, but I'll never forget. This album right here got me through when my mom's passed away, right? My cousin gave me this. Well, he didn't give it to me. He let me borrow his Discman. I'm aging myself, okay? He let me borrow his Discman. He had this project in his Discman, and when I tell you I listened to this shit all day, every day, it took me out of there. It was Carl Thomas, Emotional.
Mm.
Summer Rain. I Wish. Emotional. Lady Lay Your Body. Like just hit after hit after hit. You Ain't Right. Like all these songs, they meant so much to me. And then my honorable mention outside of the Beyonce four, of course, would be Frank, Channel Orange, a
Yeah.
perfect project. A perfect project. So
Hmm.
that's my list. Okay.
I feel like we have so many honorable mentions.
Listen, there's lots of honorables. It's hard
So
to do a
many
four.
It's
R
hard to do
R
for.
and B.
It's
I feel like
hard.
I thought female rap was hard. No, R&B is so
So
hard.
much
'Cause, like
harder.
It
I'm not
is.
like A. Marie, Ashanti, Kelly Price, just
ooh,
like
Kelly Price.
that motherfucking Kelly Price.
Call me a fat ass Kelly Price.
A talented one though.
Jeffrey Rowe.
Okay, so I have a couple more questions before we move on to our last
Let's
little.
do it. Let's
All
do it.
right. Which album? This is so messy. Who wrote this? Oh, me. Which album on someone else's list absolutely does not belong, if any?
I
Mm.
didn't hear anything alarming.
Okay.
Um. Ooh, Fran. Okay. I'm only gonna say "Talk a Good Game" because I feel like her album after "Talk a Good Game" was much better than "Talk a Good Game."
What album was after that?
The album with Motivation, no?
No, Motivation came before that.
Motivation came before "Talk a Good Game."
Yes.
Oh, but then I have no notes. Hold on, this one I might sit out. But everybody has some really strong choices.
Yeah. I have no notes. I like everybody's list. I'm not the biggest Brandy fan. I've been very clear about that. But at the same time, I don't discount who Brandy is. I don't discount her impact. She's the vocal, whatever you want to call it. If you want to call her the vocal Bible, you can call her the vocal Bible, right? I'm not
Yeah.
going to. No notes. Everybody had good ones. Okay. If you could steal one album from someone else's Mount Rushmore, okay, which one would you take, and what album from your list would you sacrifice?
I'm gonna take Confessions,
Okay.
and I'm going to sacrifice Anita.
Okay.
That Confessions is that is one of the best R&B albums of
For
all time.
sure.
All.
Okay. I'm going to take four. Okay. I'm going to take four, and I'm going to drop. Oof. I'll drop Carl. Even though I love Carl down, I'll drop Carl for Beyonce if I had to. If I had to take one.
Beyonce.
I would take Confessions and replace it with I would drop Talk a Good Game.
Okay, that's fair. All right, y'all. Let us know what is your Mount Rushmore. We're about to. We're coming down to the end. Okay, we're coming down to the end, but we're gonna. I'm gonna throw it right back on to you, Dupree.
Yes, throw it on me, baby. Throw it
Throw
on
it
me.
back.
On
Throw
me.
it back.
Bow, 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 bow.
That's that booty meat.
That's that booty
Hey,
meat.
hey, hey,
One of the
hey, hey.
soundtrack records of my life. So I want to talk about R&B albums, songs that really take you back to a specific era of your life and what was happening at that time. For me, Rihanna and Future's Love Song is a canon record in my life because it reminded me of a vacation my family and I took to Fox River, and we played that album unapologetic from front to start twice in a row to get from the south suburbs to Fox River, and we just had a great time that entire trip. But I remember Love Song specifically being the song we played the entire weekend. Like that song had us in a chokehold. So what about y'all?
Mm. I would have to go with Back to SZA, Control, and specifically, um, why you bother me when you know you don't want me? Why
Mhm.
you bother me when you know you got a woman?
Mhm.
Right. And during that time, I was that the whole album was like very specific to me because I was in a weird situation shit, right? With two DL men together. And it was just a lot of this like bullshit. And it'd be like you would tell me one thing, I would tell you something, and but then you was over here with this bitch. Right. So I think Love Galore, right? What was it? It was SZA and ASAP. I think it was Travis Scott.
Mhm.
I get those
Mm-hmm.
two mixed up because they're like the same person in different fonts. But yeah, it
Mm-hmm.
was just very specific to the time, right? It was very specific to the time. And I don't know, it was just it was I resonate with that album so much, the shit that she was talking about. I was the weekend.
Mm.
You take 9 to 5. I'll take the weekend. So that album and those songs on there, I really resonate with. And shout out to SZA for doing her big one. And to this day, to this day, those songs have a special place in my heart. And shout out to that man. He's out here still DL. That's crazy.
What a sad
Mm.
life. I pray for him.
I'm
What?
gonna go back to Four by Beyonce, I Care, and Start Over.
Mm,
Um, in that era of my life, I spent most of my early teen years. I went to a performing arts school, so my voice was very trained. So I wasn't really into like the runs and riffs and all that type of stuff at growing up because I was my voice was very trained. So when I got to Four and I just heard I Care, I kid you not, I'm a person that I will listen to an album from start to finish.
mm-hmm,
Like I just let it play from start to finish. I want to hear the story, how the song goes, how they flow together. I want to hear it all.
Of course.
It took me a minute to get past I Care. I had to keep going back because there were things that I was hearing that I'm just like, okay, how can I do that with my voice? Like I studied that album, and I Care was a song that I studied. Like I that song for me, she ate that song, and whenever I hear it live, whenever it comes on my phone, I'm never not gonna listen to I Care or For It in general.
Mm.
But I Care for me, like Speechless was my favorite song by her. But then when I Care came out, that knocked it right out because that song, I just felt like that song, that album, Beyonce was just really in her pocket. She was really comfortable vocally in that album. And I think she was really showing bitches, y'all keep saying that I can't sing. Let me show y'all that I'm really like
mm-hmm,
that.
Mhm.
mm,
And y'all gonna shut the fuck up because
mm-hmm,
I got it.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, those songs, that album For It, that's a very special album for me.
That's a beautiful answer. I love the I care, the harmonies that are so tucked you don't even realize until you like this is acapella like the ooh.
That bridge,
Yep, the harmonies on the bridge alone, on the backing vocals is to die for. That layering. Beyonce is such an underrated layerist, if that's a word. Like everybody talks
stacking
about
queen.
Brandy and Mariah, but I would say Beyonce is definitely in that group of stacking and layering too.
Of
Okay.
course.
And Beyonce can stack her ass off. It's beautiful. Two more questions, y'all.
Yeah.
What R&B song is describing your love life right now? I'll go first while you guys think about it. Unfortunately, mine is still Summer Walker's "Fun Girl." If you know the lyrics, I remember what you told me. Said I wasn't made right. Said I wasn't cut right. That's why I'm so lonely. Can't turn a hoe into a housewife. That I was just a homie, a fun girl. That's the first little stanza of Fun Girl. Go listen to the rest. But that's just where I am right now. I'm not a hoe, but I'm definitely not housewife material. So I've been told. Unfortunately, that's just my reality. So, what about y'all?
A song for me that can describe my love life is On and On by Flo.
Mm,
Certain lyrics like Don't hold back if I let you inside, make it last, make it worth my time. When I'm on it, we can go on and on. I hope you came ready to put in work. Um, when we in that room, you gotta come prepared. Like come ready to put in that work. Don't make it worth my time, regardless of what position. Make it worth my time. Um, and don't hold back. Shit, like don't hold back.
that's
So
beautiful.
yeah, that on and on describes my love life right now.
I'm gonna
Um,
go with I'm gonna go with the Queen, Beyonce. Me, myself, and I. Right? Because in this pocket that I'm in right now, like I could get a nigga if I wanted to. I got nigga options. But right now, it's about me, myself, and I. I could be my own best friend. You feel me? I am in a season of transition. And I know that I don't got time to deal with these niggas, especially these inconsistent niggas, or sometimes consistent niggas, just in general. It's just me, myself, and I right now. Now, when I make this move and I get settled, then we can, talk about some other things, right? I told Mike when I get to Atlanta, I'm going to get married to this man
And
down
he's
there.
not. And he's not. You're gonna enjoy Atlanta first, and then you can get into a relationship.
But me, myself, and I is my answer.
And I
mm,
thought, I thought when you said me, myself, and I thought that was gonna go in a totally different direction. But
Okay.
I
niggas
thought
ain't.
that was going into you're into gooning. But
Oh, well, I mean, that's
that was
listen. It's bulking season. So unless you doing the bending, unless you getting bent, it's definitely giving gooning. All right,
Okay.
gooning.
Going on, baby. Going on.
Listen.
Going on till the wheels fall off. Do you hear me? So, if your wheels were falling off and your life was ending,
Oh
what?
my god.
Yeah. What R&B record would be playing in your ending credits? Mine is Janae Eiko's Eternal Sunshine. It's very self-explanatory. This is strange for me to say, but if I was to die today, there's not a thing that I would change. I've lived well. So,
Mm,
yeah.
and again, I'm going back to four.
Damn.
I was here.
mm.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Mine would be the one of the greatest songs ever written. Donny Hathaway.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful choice.
For all we know.
Yeah.
For all we know. Also, one of Jennifer Hudson's most iconic performances when she did For All We Know at Kobe Bryant's memorial service because it was such a beautiful performance. She didn't come out there and she didn't come out immediately and be like, For all, she didn't do that. She, first note, it didn't give that. And it was just a beautiful like crescendo to the part where she took us to the church at the end. But we felt every note, we felt every emotion. I'm sitting there watching the stream, just like boo-hooing. Like I was Vanessa, right? Just boo-hooing. For all we know, it's one of the greatest songs ever written. A beautiful song. Shout out to Donny Hathaway.
Shout out to Johnny Hathaway. Shout out to Layla Hathaway, too. I mean,
Yes.
R&B.
In the words of Michael Jackson, I love that song.
Um, how we never brought up Guapale Closer. One of my favorite R&B deep cuts.
That just
It's a
takes me
great
back to
song.
Honey.
Yeah, it
Yeah, that's
takes
a
me
great
back.
song. Shit's a
It,
great song. I
that's
mean,
my
we couldn't, we
honorable.
couldn't name. Yeah, we couldn't name.
Yeah,
There's just so many people that you
so
just can't name.
you can't name them all, but I remember my first time hearing that song. I was 5, so that definitely took me back to a era of my life.
And then Complicated by Nivea. Like
Complicated.
Mm,
Yeah, A.
those
Marie.
raindrops in
mm.
the
Yeah,
beginning.
or 25 Questions by Nivea. Come on, Nivea, bitch. Queen. Yes.
One of the
Yeah.
album with some of the greatest transitions ever known to man. The Dream, Love, Hate.
Mm.
The Dream, Love,
Ugh.
Hate. And really, the only thing that rivals Love, Hate when it comes to transitions is
Mhm.
Renaissance. And it's just funny because you know, the dreams pen is all over Renaissance. So we're
Right.
just gonna go ahead. But it's time to move forward, okay? It's time to move forward, and this is the agenda moving forward. So finish this sentence, okay? Finish this sentence. R&B will always be.
Alive.
Ooh,
The love of my life.
relevant.
Mm.
Y'all, this has been amazing. Um, although we've come to the end of the road.
Ha!
Huh?
See what you did there.
I
Mm-hmm.
did there, Jody.
We want to thank y'all for tuning into the R&B Rundown Agenda. This has been one of my favorite episodes to date. Okay, I love talking about R&B. Stay locked in with the Black Gay Agenda because you know you never know if you'll see more of something like this in the very near future. So stay locked in. All right, nothing is by happenstance. But real quick, let the people know where they can find you.
You can find me everywhere at Dupree the artist. And speaking of R&B, new music dropping this month.
Yes.
Period.
Yeah.
Instagram, I am the Mike dot on fire. Twitter is underscore Kingin KINGIN 95, and Snapchat is Mike C 957. Not Snapchat, I'm sorry. Uh
Oh,
TikTok, Mike
oh.
C 957. Wrong.
So
Wrong,
what's the
wrong one.
Snapchat? What's the Snapchat?
Snapchat is not being announced. It's not being
What you
announced.
doing over there?
You've been a naughty
I have
boy.
it for the memories.
You can find me at It's Micah B on Instagram. It's Micah B on Twitter. It's Micah B on TikTok, and you can find the Black Gay Agenda. Oh, it's Micah B on Threads too. And you can find the Black Gay Agenda at the Black Gay Agenda on TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. Even though the Threads is less to be desired because I run out of time some days. But I just want to thank everybody. Shout out to our producer, the Justin B. Smith, for always rocking with us, doing his thing. Shout out to AP, who was not here today. All right. AP wasn't here today. He's somewhere. Where is he at? He said he's going out of country, right? Do you remember Dupree?
I'm
No?
trying. Yes, I'm trying to bring it up. I thought she was gonna be in Miami.
No, I feel like it was out of the state, but whatever.
Yeah,
She
she's
ain't
in the
here.
island. She's in the island. Yeah.
She's not here. 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 But shout out to AP. AP will be out one more week, y'all. All right. AP will be out one more week. So don't think that we've replaced AP. AP just is booked and busy and be traveling and whatnot. He is city
I know
girl.
that's right.
We are
Okay.
not
He is
cat's
city
eye.
girl.
Okay.
Huh?
We are not cat's eye. Okay.
I don't know that reference. I'm officially old. I laughed like I knew the reference, but I don't know the reference. I know it's a group though, right?
They are international group, and they kicked their only black girl out, but they never announced they kicked her out. She's just been on hiatus since Black History Month.
Oh,
Yes.
they
Oh,
Normani'd her.
They base even worse.
They promises her.
Promise her indeed. Yes.
Oh, that's crazy.
Ooh,
oh
I was
Well,
no.
nothing.
good to know. Cat's eye. All right, this is the Black Agenda, y'all. This is the R&B Agenda. We will see you next week. I will probably be dropping a very special announcement about next week. I'm just trying to lock in that guest, so stay tuned. And we also have a special announcement coming. By the time you listen to this, we have a special announcement that will be posted about season 5. So stay locked in. This has been the Black Agenda. Shout out to Michael Anthony. Shout out to my brother coming by. I appreciate you. I love you. I thank you for everything that you've done for us tonight. This is the Black Agenda. Grab your purses, clutch your pearls. GP, are you with me? We'll see you next week. Peace.
And that's a wrap on the R&B Rundown Agenda. Pushers, let us know where we got it right and where we were absolutely out of our minds. Hit us up on Instagram, tag us in your stories, and don't forget to share your own R&B favorites with us. But before you go, we want to thank our friends over at Jack for sponsoring today's episode. Meet them here, Jack That. Whether you're looking for your next conversation, your next date, or just somebody who appreciates a good slow jam as much as you do, Jacked is built for our community because your next crush is one download away. So before you close out this episode, download Jack now. If you've already got the app, take a minute and open Jack now. You never know who might be waiting to connect. Thanks for listening, pushers. We'll catch you on the next agenda.